Alrighty, let's go ahead and get the show on the road. You.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I'm calling you up to the big leagues.
Awesome. All right. Do we finally get to talk about video game music?
No.
Oh, how about talk about the new Switch 2?
No.
Do we talk about Mario World at Epic Universe?
No.
Oh, what then?
You, my friend, are going to watch the Minecraft movie with me.
Oh, man.
You guys ready? Lobby up.
Hey guys, lobby up.
GG's, lobby up.
Dude, we gotta lobby up.
Lobby up.
Hey, should we lobby up?
Yo, lobby up.
Lobby up, y'all.
Hey, let's grab a beer. Lobby up.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Lobby Up. We are back for season 4, and today we have a guest host with my best friend and friend of the show, Murf.
Hello, good people. Hello, hello.
So today we are going to do Whatcha Watchin'. And if you're new to the show, Whatcha Watchin' is where we watch video game related movies, TV shows, or any sort of visual media, and we talk about it. So today we are talking Minecraft.
So Minecraft, without spoiling anything, is about 4 people that get pulled into this overworld. They meet a crafter, a master crafter named Steve. They get into hijinks, and due to creativity, that's how they get back home. So we'll see how it plays out.
So before we get into the movie, I want to talk about Minecraft as a whole. Minecraft is probably one of, if I wouldn't say the most influential game, but I would say it's pretty up there as one of the most influential games of all time.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. It holds a place in a lot of people's hearts, and just watching the movie in theaters, we get to see like how that affects like from kids to adults and everything in between.
Dude, I gotta admit something. I've actually never played Minecraft before.
No way.
Shut up, neither have you.
Okay, I've played Steve in Smash Brothers.
Dude, that's my only true experience with Minecraft is Steve, and how much I hate him in Smash Bros. Because Steve is OP in Smash Bros.
Your brother is really good at Steve for some reason.
Well, Andres, my brother, he was my exposure to Minecraft growing up. I feel like you and I just missed the cusp of being into Minecraft. Not to say that there isn't people our age into Minecraft. Granted, there's people way older than us that are into Minecraft. But for me, like, I feel like I had just missed it by about maybe 5 years. Because me and my brothers are all 5 years apart. And my little brother Andres was like playing Minecraft every single day. I remember my wife and I gifted him one of the diamond swords from Minecraft, like a replica.
No way.
A long time ago. Like, he was really into it. So I understand the gravitas of Minecraft. It just wasn't my thing, man.
Yeah, I would say so too. Like, my brother, he was big into Minecraft, but he's 7 years younger than me. So our younger brothers, that was definitely their generation compared to like us.
But I'm super happy that the fans of Minecraft, the fans of video games as a whole, dude, the movies that people are getting these days are just infinitely better than the crap that was fed to us as kids.
Yeah, this is true. We've made this joke earlier. During COVID, we had watched a video game movie together. And this was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, and we had an episode on Sonic the Hedgehog. Please go back and watch that for us. But go ahead, man.
But my running joke was, if I, God forbid, I get COVID, something happens, the last movie before I die is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog.
Which, again, it's funny that you bring this up, because in that episode with Matt, I actually brought that up in the episode. And I was like, dude, that's a pretty good movie to go off on. It could have been Citizen Kane. It could have been Star Wars. No, you got Sonic.
That is my Citizen Kane.
Fair enough. So, going into the Minecraft movie, I will say I had very low expectations for this movie. And how you saw my demeanor before going into this movie.
Yeah, you seem like you're about to go like ride a roller coaster. You were more excited to watch Cats, the musical, than you were to watch this movie.
But at least with Cats, I knew we were going into a shit show, really. And I knew it, and I was embracing it, and I was ready for it. So, like, I was ready to just go for the ride. And then with Minecraft, I was just like, God, I gotta watch the Minecraft movie. Like, why am I doing this to this is my podcast. I don't have to do it, but I'm doing it for you, the listeners. So you're welcome.
Like and subscribe, guys, please.
So yeah, my expectations were really low for this movie. So yeah, I was going in pretty negatively, but you know what? Before we continue, I'm going to go ahead and give the one and only spoiler warning. We're going to be just talking about the Minecraft movie as a whole, no holds back. So this is your warning. You got my expectations. What were your expectations?
I had zero, like, my precursor was just, Smash Bros. And just seeing my brother playing Minecraft. I have no, like, precursor to Minecraft as a whole. So I just came as an open slate. I didn't think that it would be worse than Cats.
That is a very low bar that I'm surprised you've given to any movie.
Cats broke me, guys.
Quick sidebar here. At the end, if you guys know anything about Cats other than the animal, but the actual freaking movie, it is the worst piece of junk we'd ever seen in our entire lives. And at the end of the movie, it literally broke Murf. I've never seen this man crack the way he did. And you started yelling at the movie theater screen.
I literally, at the end of the movie, it's quiet. We're next to, like, the Broadway theater fans sitting next to us with shirts that say Cats, the musical. And I just say, what the fuck?
They looked at you, they're like, you need to leave.
And I did leave.
We did leave. But yeah, thankfully, Minecraft was not that. And to not get too ahead of myself, I will say I was pleasantly surprised with the Minecraft movie. And this is coming, I think we have a very unique take on this movie because we went in really knowing nothing about these characters. Like, we baseline know Steve. And that's it. So my Minecraft lore and my Minecraft knowledge is elementary at best. So I didn't have any precursors. I didn't have any expectations, unlike the Sonic movie, especially Sonic 3.
Yeah.
With that being based, Sonic Adventure 2, I had high expectations. So I was a little disappointed. Here, polar opposite.
So yeah, my expectations for this movie is I'm just a huge Jack Black fan, and he was amazing. If you like his bit in the Super Mario movie where he sings about Peach, you will love the Minecraft movie. He turned this movie into a musical.
Yeah,
which was awesome.
I remember when he first started singing, you like turned over to me and you're like, is this a musical? I was like, I mean, it's Jack Black, maybe. Dude, the chicken song.
Oh, yes, so good.
Was so ridiculously good. I was like, oh my God, like, this guy's a genius. This guy is making me give a damn about the Minecraft movie and what it has to show musically. I wasn't expecting to come out of this movie being like, yo, that means the music in this movie, fire.
Yes, Jack Black with his songs, and Jason Momoa, man. Jason Momoa, it came out of... I honestly didn't think that he'd be a huge part. I thought he's just a cameo, but no, him and Jack Black is the best. Like, we need more movies with them. In a separate universe, this movie would have been Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Oh my dude, I'm surprised it wasn't Kevin Hart and The Rock.
They're in everything.
I swear to you, they probably storyboarded this whole movie with Kevin Rock and The Hart because it very much is that vibe between those two.
Yeah, it would have been Kevin Hart and The Rock, and then the kid would be Chris Pratt. That's that in a bad universe. That's what the darkest timeline is. That movie.
No, dude. Casting was on point with Steve and Jason Momoa. I think his name was the Garbage Man.
Yes, which was called Gar by Jack Black's character, by Steve.
I would have been okay if the whole movie was just them. But I guess that leads me into, my first negative about the movie. Outside of them, I couldn't care less about any other character in this movie. Maybe I would have even been okay with Jack Black, Jason Momoa, and then the kid, which I don't know who's gonna take offense to this.
The brother, you're saying the brother?
Yeah, the kid, the brother.
Because the sister is also like 10 years old.
Well, we'll get there. But that kid very much looks like someone who would play Minecraft.
He also sounds like he plays Minecraft also.
I don't know if the actor has the lisp or if he did it for the character, because I'm like, is the lisp necessary?
He's method acting, dude. He's really good.
He played 500 hours of Minecraft before getting the role.
Then he got the list. That's great. They made the main character call it Minecraft.
Minecraft. I was just like, why? I remember looking over and being like, why does he have a lisp?
This is the end of the movie too, where Lewis notices they have a lisp.
It was not the end of the movie. It was at least halfway through. But talking about the characters even more, the sister, what you were talking about, that threw me off so much because the sister looks like she's 13 at best.
She should not look like we get introduced. They're driving in a car. I'm like, what? Why is she driving?
I'm like, why is this little girl, 13, driving this car and acting like this dude's mom?
And then she has like a corporate job. She's like a social media like director for a potato chip company.
I'm just like, why is this 13-year-old leading the social media department for all? Like, she was in front of, like, there was like a 2-second scene where she's in front of all of like the investors, and I'm like, this looks so wrong. Like, this looks like my daughter would put on a blazer and start trying to talk to these people about the social media. I'm like, that was weird casting.
Yeah, they brought their kid to work day. But there was no adult.
that was weird. It was so weird. And I'll be honest, like, she kind of disappeared into the background for the majority of the movie. I was just like, I don't even remember their names. I only know Steve and Gargar. I don't know the other three.
That's all you need to know, man.
And then, dude, they wasted such a talented actress. The realtor, she's a Tasty from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, so that she was awesome, and then I'm guessing she just got put on the cutting room floor because why hire her if she's not going to be a huge part? But the most realistic thing in this entire movie is that Tasty from Orange is the New Black, she's the realtor, but she also has multiple jobs to survive this economy. She also is a mobile zookeeper. She does like all these other little...
Bro, I don't remember her name, so canonically that's Tasty from Orange. That's just Tasty. She got out of jail. She's trying to turn her life around, and she's a realtor.
Good for her.
Yeah, dude, good for her. Can we talk about the gay jokes?
Yes, please. I wrote down notes. I just put gay jokes ? Why are there so many gay jokes? And awesome.
Bro, the amount of gay jokes in this movie was kind of insane. I was like, what is it, 2005? Like, right off the bat, guys. Like, I'm talking within 5 minutes of meeting Gargar, Jason Momoa's character, he goes to a auction for storage units, and he meets the auctioneer, and he's like talking about how they need to be closer and they need to be friends. He wishes that Jason Momoa would just be closer to him. And Jason's like looking at him like, what the heck? Like, there was some like weird sexual tension between, it was one-sided between the auctioneer and freaking Gargar. And he's like, you know, in this unit, there's a bunch of turquoise blouses. You know, we can be two men wearing turquoise blouses, and looks him like in the most sexual way. I'm like, I looked over at you. You were already looking at me, and I'm just like, I start making a face like, are they gonna start playing porno music? Like,
oh, he had the stash for it, man. He had the stash. He had a glorious stash. I want to quote. Jason Momoa says, "I will crack your cabeza between my butt cheeks like a walnut."
And that was directed at Steve, wasn't it?
This was directed at Steve. This is the Minecraft movie.
Yo, I really felt like I was watching a 2005 movie. I really did. Like, I haven't seen gay jokes fly like that in a long time. And let it be known, guys, we don't condone gay jokes, but the Minecraft movie does.
They do. Speaking of gay jokes flying, one of the best pivotal parts in this movie.
Oh my god.
You know where I'm leading with this.
Yes.
Is Jason Momoa and Jack Black, it's just Steve. They're using gliders. They're flying for some reason. Jason Momoa is on top of Jack Black's
okay.
back.
Jason Momoa was flying and Jack Black was on his back.
Yeah, Ratatouille style.
Like holding onto his hair like a freaking what do you call it? Some sort of handle.
Yeah,
Some sort of
very
handle.
Ratatouille style. He was controlling Jason Momoa.
It was surreal, actually. You know what? I think that's when the movie broke me. I think that's when I broke.
In a good way.
In a good way. I'm just like, life has no meaning. Jack Black is riding Jason Momoa through the Minecraft movie. I've lost my mind. I paid money for this. Like,
is this in the video games? Subscribers, please tell me if there's a point where you can do like 5 sex positions while flying.
Bro, so they're flying through the canyon, which admittedly the canyon scene in this movie was actually really good.
All the action scenes are great.
The action scenes in this movie are actually fantastic. Very engaging. The visuals are stunning.
Yeah,
like
CGI is great.
The
CGI
CGI
they spent money on this.
Yeah, the CGI is fantastic. Before I get to the weird part of the canyon scene, I do have to give credit to the Minecraft movie. Like, I was thoroughly enjoying that scene. I feel like that's the first scene of the movie where I'm like, whoa, like the set piece, chef kiss.
Yeah, same to Jack Black, Jason Momoa. They gave it 100%. Like, they're not holding back because it's a Minecraft movie.
Them two in particular, they looked like they had so much fun.
More so than the kids
making this movie.
Yeah, you'd think that the kids would be having fun making this movie about Minecraft, but Jack Black and Jason Momoa they're such a standout, like them two.
They could have phoned it in. They really could have phoned it in for this movie, and they're like, no, like, I'm doing this for the kids. Gonna do gay jokes. Speaking of which, they're flying through the canyon, and Jack Black is on top of Jason Momoa, and they're flying, they're dodging these fireballs from these floating squid things. Please tell me what they're called in the comments below. I really don't know what they're called. I've never played Minecraft, but they're dodging them. It looks like a Top Gun scene, like going through the canyon and stuff. And they blow a hole through the end of the canyon, and the hole is too small for them to fit through with Jack Black riding on top of Jason Momoa. And and Jason Momoa is like, did you write down the quote?
I wrote down the word. So Jason Momoa has so many great lines. I will be telling you guys. One of them is nunchuck buckets, aka buck chuckets.
Oh,
but the line that he says is, "No way, man. We have to go full man sandwich," which, I kid you not, they 69 and he makes him go closer to his crotch area with his mouth. It was beautiful.
Cinema.
This is cinema. They deserve all the awards, every award ever.
And they very much make a man sandwich, and at full speed, just shoot through that little hole. And I was broken. I was a broken man. I'm like, I'm watching the Minecraft movie.
We're halfway through. We're halfway through the movie.
Actually, there's a word that I wrote down in my notes. Unhinged.
Yes, Unhinged is perfect.
Unhinged.
Minecraft Unhinged should have been the full name of this movie.
Let's take a pause for a second. We're talking about the setting. We're talking about how great the actors are. The callbacks to this movie, to the game, even for somebody with minimal knowledge, very impressive. And one of my favorite cameos in this movie was actually a pig with a crown.
Tell me more about this pig with the crown.
So I know you know, but for those in the audience that don't know, this was a reference to a YouTuber named Technoblade. And I know for a fact that for the majority of the people who are listening, he needs no introduction. He is a legend in the Minecraft community, and even more so just in gaming as a whole. I very much respect people who just pour their love and passion into their craft. And for him, it happens to be Minecraft. And not too long ago, he passed away during cancer. And they gave him a cameo with his avatar, the pig with the crown. And as he's going through, the little kid is like, oh, is that the king, like, of the village? And bro, in the most like dramatic, best fashion, Jack Black hones like all of his rock and roll and goes, no, he's a legend. And I was just like, I
Goosebumps.
just wanted an air guitar right when he said that.
Goosebumps.
It was so fantastic to see that even now Mojang goes out of their way to be like, you know what? Let's respect somebody who did it right. Minecraft YouTubers do not have a good reputation these days.
Yeah, so we need to uphold the ones that are good. And we were sitting in theaters, and I could hear like a daughter explaining to their parent, like they gasp like Technoblade, and then they're telling their parent that Technoblade and Minecraft had to their life, which is awesome. That's such a cool thing that happened in front of us.
So shout out Technoblade, rest in peace, my man. But let's go ahead and talk about Jason Momoa's butt.
Yes, Jason Momoa's butt makes several cameos into this movie. The worst cameos. There's a couple times where he does so many. I don't know what other.
It's just random, like randomly, just for no reason. The camera zooms in on his butt, and I'm just like, why? Why are we doing this? That's not even his best asset.
Nice. I see what you did there. I get that reference.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like they really honed in on that butt, bro. But another freaking Stifler's mom.
Yeah, so big cameos happen. A whole plot line is with Stifler's mom, Jennifer Coolidge, which great actress, but a villager from Minecraft makes its way into the real world, and Stifler's mom runs him over with her car, and haha funny, like his face is all messed up, but he just looks like that. And apparently, well, should we go straight into the after credit?
Yeah, sure.
So
I mean, it's just there's two after credit scenes.
Yeah.
So
this
I mean,
is a mid credit.
This is mid credit. So yeah, you'll still be there for it.
Yeah, you'll still be there. So the mid credit scene is apparently because of her running him over, he now has the way to speak English,
which has the most suave voice ever. Like it.
Oh, so buttery smooth. I'd fall in love with this man also. And she was able to speak
Villagerese?
Villagese?
I don't like that word.
But yeah, and then they get married, and come to find out, it's been one day. So
yeah, they got, bro, smooth moves from the villager. Like, bro, for real, shout out to you. Also, Jennifer Coolidge is a snack for her age. So
yeah, beautiful.
So good for you. That was a really weird B plot.
Yeah, and they kept on going back to that. Like
they would go to the
scenes.
date. Like,
yeah.
I believe like right after the freaking awesome canyon scene, we just get a cut of their date, and
it was fine. I was okay with it. We left the movie theater singing Stifler's Mom Has Got It Going On. That was us skipping out of this movie theater singing Stifler's Mom.
Speaking of like weird bits like that, one of my favorite bits from the movie is Gargar, Jason Momoa, pretending he knows how to speak Spanish.
Yes, I wrote down, this is for the Hispanic speakers back home. Please tell me if...
Hispanic speakers?
Yes.
Spanish speakers.
Spanish speakers. So he says, buenos dias. And at the end, he's like, in Spanish, that means see you later. I don't think that means see you later. Well, you can tell me.
No, it doesn't. You know what buenos dias means? Means good morning, bro. I know another one. He's like, vaya con Dios. No, he didn't even say vaya con Dios. He said vaya con Dios. And he's like, that means like, see, I don't know what he said. It's like, that means see you later. I'll see you around. And it's like a solid 30-second bit of them being like, no, it doesn't. And he's like, yeah, it is. No, it isn't. Yeah, it is. I'm like, bro, this freaking bit is going on too long. But you and I know about bits going too long. So
yeah,
like,
we do.
The freaking the Jeep Grand Cherokee bit, bro.
It was their attempt at doing the Olive Garden joke in Sonic the Hedgehog, but it was a weird ad placement. It was a weird commercial for Jeep Cherokee. I did not understand it.
It was so, because fun fact, I know we're talking about Minecraft movie, but in the Sonic movie, that wasn't a paid sponsorship.
It was not a paid ad.
It was
did it
just
for the love of the game.
They just did it for fun. Like, oh yeah, we're here, we're family. And that cracked me up for the Sonic movie. But here, Jennifer Coolidge's character hits the villager, and she's like, oh no, I hit you with my Jeep Grand Cherokee. And I'm just like looking at you like, what the hell? Like, what kind of weird
Is this a commercial? Did we cut to commercial?
And then like, sure, it was a one-off thing. And then at the end of the movie, she does it again. She just names dropped.
And I say twice?
Like, she name dropped the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I'm like, that's not even a good car. listen, I'm not sponsored by any vehicle, but I know a thing or two. I wouldn't be driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Go ahead and give me your hate in the comment below, but Team RAV4 for the rest of my life.
But there's no way that somebody wrote that. A good portion of this is just Jack Black and Jason Momoa rifting.
Yes, very much so.
I love that. Like, we don't really need the kids. We don't need...
Dude, I'm telling you, I would have taken the Minecraft kid, like the one with the curly hair. The other two could have gone and nothing really would have changed. Granted, Tasty does get her moment at the end. Dude, that's not even her name, but...
Yeah, please, if you guys watch this movie, tell us what these people's names are, because we're just going to call her Tasty, Jason Momoa, and Jack Black.
I've been flipping between Jason Momoa and Jack Black. Jason Momoa and Gargar, this whole conversation. I can't even pick a name. So we're going to go ahead and start moving on to the end of the movie, the climax. Again, you got your spoiler warning in the beginning of the episode, so we're going to go ahead and go into the end. And basically, the end was just basically like Avengers Endgame.
So one of the craziest parts is a gigantic battle is happening, and then
it's the pigs versus the
pigs versus the crafters.
The crafters. I like that. Yeah,
the mine crafters.
Quick sidebar, but they name drop Minecraft in this movie. It is very much a very they set the thing moment, and they knew it, and they definitely embraced that. I think I wrote the exact. Oh God, I did write the line. Jack Black goes, "First we mine, then we craft." And I was like, "Oh no!" He didn't know. And then he's like, "Minecraft." I was like, "Oh my God!"
That's the name of the movie.
He said the thing. He said the name of the movie. And then they what do they put their hands together?
They put their hands together, and then Tasty's character, she says Minecraft. He's like, "Oh, we don't have time for that." And then they run away.
It was so weird. Oh God. It was. I'll give him that. They did it right. That was pretty.
They got chuckles out of us.
The canyon scene was probably the biggest laugh I got. Sadly, most of my laughs came from like you and I being dumb in the movie theater and just giving each other looks. But in the end, they're fighting these pigs and they're going out. There's a bunch of steel golems, and it's just a whole all-out battle to get what is essentially the Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, it seems like the pigs are gonna win, and right when you think that the crafters are gonna lose, you turn around and you see Tasty. She's surrounded by all these Minecraft wolves that she has befriended.
Oh my God.
And I turn to Lewis and I say, "On your left." And he starts snorting and cracking up laughing.
I was like, bro, I think it's because it was so again, like, they're trying to get the MacGuffin, the Deus Ex Machina, whatever, like
the Tesseract. It looks like the Tesseract.
The Tesseract
from Avengers.
The orb, and he's like right about to get it, and he's like falling down, and like it's just a huge. They're losing. That's the part that made me.
It took so long to get the Tesseract.
Like they're losing. So Tasty coming out with the wolves. You're right. It very much was on your left, and I could not hold my laughter in. I busted out laughing, and it was supposed to be like a very hurrah moment, and I couldn't stop laughing. But the final scene, really good, just as good as the canyon scene. The action was there, the fun was there, and listen, people, I swear, like, as much as we were laughing, we were respectful to the movie theater. No one was paying attention to us. They were very much enthralled with this, and I think for the target audience, this movie was hitting good and hitting hard. So like as we're going to the end here, they start wrapping it up. They're still like, they beat the pig queen. I don't remember her name either. The pig sorceress.
The pig sorceress. Sure.
But
she has a good bit at the end.
I was gonna bring up that bit. That's where I was getting to. The come closer, and Jack Black's like, "Are you gonna stab me with a dagger?" And it's like, no, just 'cause I have to tell you something about yourself. And then she's so weak because she's slowly dying, and she just tries to do the dagger. And he's like, "See, I told you." And he walks away. He's like, "Okay, this time for real." And then she pulls out another dagger, and then he starts walking away. He's like, "Take this," and then throws another dagger, and it just goes like 2 centimeters forward. That was
no, she says surprise attack.
There we go, surprise attack. the comedy was there. I think the comedy was there, and I think this movie was very successful when it focused on the funny and it focused on the silly, because the serious moments of the movie were just like meh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anything else you want to add about the Minecraft movie?
So yeah, you had brought up it had talked about Technoblade. They actually brought in some Minecraft YouTubers. They're
didn't
part
know
of
that.
it. The famous Filipino streamer Valkyrae is somewhere in this movie.
No
I
way.
don't know who she was playing. Maybe she's part of the after credit. I don't know. We won't know.
Fair
So,
enough. So now I know you're a little new here, you know, you're still an intern and stuff. And so we're going to go ahead and do our final thoughts on the movie. We have a super serious, super real, ultra, I'm running out of words here. I want you to give it either a 2 thumbs up, 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down, 2 thumbs down. It's very not serious, very casual. And then I would like for you to kind of gather your thoughts and, you know, tell us what you think overall about the Minecraft movie.
This movie is a good one thumbs up. I would say that it didn't blow my expectations, but I had no expectations going into this movie. So the acting was awesome with Jack Black, Jason Momoa. As far as the music was great. The music drops were awesome. The CGI, like you could see like the little hairs on the pigs, which is like they didn't have to do like half the things they did, but they did. You know, they did for us, which is awesome. In our friendship scale, because our group of friends, we compare movies to the Avengers. I looked at Lewis and I say this is if this is Avengers or not Avengers, I would say this is Avengers.
So, fun fact, there used to be a lizard on this podcast. I took him to Godzilla King of the Monsters. And I was like super stoked to take him. Like it's a junk food for the soul, junk food for the brain, like just watching a bunch of monsters like just wreck it. And the movie ended and Johnny Lane and I were like, oh yeah, like that was a really good movie. And he's like, I mean, were we watching the same movie? He's like, that was no Avengers. And we just look at him like, what? Did you just compare Godzilla, King of the Monsters, to Avengers Endgame? Like, this is
Not the first Avengers Endgame.
Endgame.
The culmination of a decade of movies.
I'm like, this is what we're comparing Godzilla King of the Monsters to. So ever since then, after every movie, we'll look at each other and be like, that's no Avengers. That's no Avengers. So you are saying this is Avengers
We
level.
finally found it.
This
This
is
is Avengers.
This is Avengers.
Just like how Star Wars had their on your left moment, I think that this has your on your left moment. It hits all the notes.
It hits every Avengers moment notes with
Yeah.
an Avengers level threat
Yeah.
where Tasty comes in.
Says on your left.
On your left. Anyways, before this bit goes on longer than the Spanish bit and the Grand Cherokee bit, I give this movie 1 thumbs up. I think it was a funny movie that was charming for 2 people that know nothing about Minecraft. Like I really am base level, elementary level of knowledge for Minecraft, and I think they did enough to keep me engaged throughout the whole movie. I think visually the movie was stunning. I think the jokes, when they hit, when they didn't, hence why it's not getting 2 thumbs up. I wish they would have done more, either had less characters or more with the side characters, because this very much was a buddy cop movie.
It was a buddy cop movie.
It was a buddy cop movie with Steve and Gargar, friggin' Jack Black and Jason Momoa. Like, they ran this movie. It might as well just been called the Jack Black and Jason Momoa show, like the movie, because they really just like nailed all of their scenes. They had so much fun, and all that fun that they were having was infectious. It was enough for me to enjoy the movie for what it was. I think any person that loves Minecraft, I think any person that has played it for more than, a dozen hours would just really appreciate this movie. So if you love Minecraft, you'll love Minecraft the movie. Go out and watch it. Go out and support it. I hope that the video game industry continues this trend of having good video game movies, because it does my heart good seeing that they're getting good movies. There you have it, folks. That is our thoughts. That is our feelings. That is our time with Minecraft the movie. I want to go ahead and before we end the show, I want to thank our guest star, Mr. Murf here. Thank you for seeing the Minecraft movie with me, and thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
So go ahead and tell our listeners, man, where can we find you on your socials?
Yeah, so I stream on Kick. You can look up my Instagram. It's all WHY Stepbro. I also do music on there. So yeah, just follow me around there.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and put all your links in the comment section or in the description below. Follow my man Murf. So thank you. I hope to have you on the show again soon. Dude, the Legend of Zelda movie's on the horizon. Freaking 2027, I think. 2026. Regardless, it's in the horizon. So you and I will be watching more video game stuff in the future. So thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Thanks again for listening to Lobby Up. I know things are going to be changing now in season 4. We're taking the show in a new direction. We have so many plans for you guys, the listeners, and so many plans for the near future. So stick around for Lobby Up. I always like to leave you guys with a little something good, and I think the Minecraft movie is one of those things. You know, I went into the Minecraft movie with zero expectations, but at the end of the day, I like to support video game media. Whether it's my cup of tea or not, I go in with zero expectations or good expectations. I never go in with bad expectations. And I think that's how we should all look at gaming as a whole. Because I know things are tough right now with the Switch price hikes and the video game price hikes. And it can get a little hard to love this medium, video games. But I think Minecraft is a refreshing way to kind of reinvigorate your love for video games. So if you want to go out and support your video game media, go watch the Minecraft movie and enjoy yourself. Thank you for lobbying up with me. See ya.